In a not-so-distant future, a fervent group of misanthropic vegans, calling themselves the Vegan Vanguard, emerged as a powerful force advocating for a global vegan mandate. With unwavering determination, they vehemently opposed all animal agriculture and even pet ownership. The Vegan Vanguard launched an impressively funded lobbying campaign that resonated with Marxist think tanks and politicians worldwide. Through persuasive bribes and carefully scripted social media campaigns, they successfully convinced governments to pass laws banning livestock farming and pet ownership. The Vegan Vanguard celebrated their triumph over the democratic process, but as time would reveal, their emotionally myopic vision would lead to disastrous consequences. As livestock and pets disappeared from households and farms, it became clear that the global transition to a vegan society had been hasty, to put it lightly. The world was unprepared for the challenge of growing enough crops to replace the essential nutrients, protein, and fats previously obtained from animal agriculture. The nutrient gap could not be filled by simply increasing plant-based agriculture. To address the nutritional shortfall, governments initiated large-scale manufacturing of synthetic vitamins, minerals, and essential nutrients. These were distributed in plastic bottles to every citizen, forming an essential part of their daily diet. However, as governments became increasingly Marxist and authoritarian, they restricted access to these supplements for individuals who expressed dissent or criticized the vegan mandate. To make up for the lack of animal agriculture, factory crop agriculture was ramped up to more than triple its previous levels. This sudden expansion in crop production led to widespread use of tillage and pesticides to maximize yields. The consequences were dire. Increased tillage disrupted soil ecosystems and released enormous amounts of carbon into the atmosphere, accelerating desertification. Rampant pesticide use resulted in the decimation of insect populations and a long string of animal extinctions. The ecological collapse began to take a toll on the environment, with ecosystems deteriorating rapidly. Climate instability, habitat loss, and food chain disruptions sent shockwaves through the planet. As the ecosystem crumbled, humans soon realized the extent of their folly. Global famine loomed as the world's crops began to fail due to the overworked, depleted soils and an alarming lack of biodiversity. Food shortages became the new normal. Desperation and conflict over resources led to mass migrations and an escalation of violence. Society unraveled as governments struggled to maintain control, and a sense of hopelessness permeated the world. The human population plummeted by an astonishing 99%, leaving just a tiny fraction of the global populace to grapple with the remnants of a world shattered by vegan misanthropy. In the end, the Vegan Vanguard's zealous hatred for animal agriculture had brought about a global catastrophe. The world learned a painful lesson about the perils of hasty, misanthropically driven decisions that lacked any consideration for human freedom, human suffering, or a healthy environment. In the aftermath, the rise and fall of the global vegan mandate was another stark lesson about the dangers of Marxism and cult zealotry. The survivors vowed to rebuild wiser and more cautious, cherishing the delicate balance between ethics, sustainability, and the necessity for dietary freedom. It was a somber reminder that no person, group, or corporation has the right to gatekeep people's access to optimal human nutrition.